I'm about to get a lot of people upset with me, and I apologize, but I just cannot do the whole Wind Down Wednesday live anymore.
Listen to what people say they don't know about you and me.
What is going on? It's your girl CandyC, and you are in the place to be. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. You're probably like, what do you mean Wind Down Wednesday? This isn't a live video. But there's a reason for this. I know this is a different environment, a different setup, and a whole different idea. You know, bear with me, stick it out with me. I still got my wind down drink of choice. I got a snack, and we're just gonna chit chat. Hopefully all of y'all are doing well. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like this video, shoot me a comment, let me know what we should talk about next time, and I hope you enjoy. The whole purpose of a Wind Down Wednesday is to kind of relax, have good conversation. I don't want it to be anything too serious, but I do want to still be able to leave some type of impact. Usually, Brother Herb is with me on Wind Down Wednesday, but this time he actually has like schoolwork and stuff to do, like things that are a little bit more important than YouTube. It's okay. I want to give y'all an update on this whole virtual learning thing. It's stressful. So in the beginning, we were getting into a rhythm. It was like, okay, this is your school schedule, because the two oldest ones have pretty much the same school schedule, and then the little one, she only goes to school like 1 hour out of the whole day because she's in pre-K. So the issues that we run into is them not knowing how to fully operate the systems that they have in place for them to go in, like Canvas or Google Meet and things like that. So they come into Mommy, I don't know what code to use. Mommy, I don't know how to find this doc on Canvas. Or I sent it to my teacher, but she said she didn't get it. You think I know? I don't know. So I'm trying to work from home and do that. And then when I have to go into the office, the kids are calling me instead of talking to Daddy, and Daddy's right here. And they're texting me, and I'm like, look, I'm not at home. Daddy's at home with you, so you need to ask Daddy. So I guess after careful review and after doing surveys and talking to parents and seeing what's working for people and what's not working, they decided to change the schedule up a little bit, which was effective as of this week. They changed the schedule so that it'll be less screen time for the kids and more independent activities that they can just work out and do on their own, which is cool. So today was the first day that they actually did that, and they seem to enjoy it, but I haven't had a chance to go behind them and see if they completed the work. So they're realizing, like the Board of Education or whatever is realizing, that children cannot sit in front of a computer all day. Now, I've seen some posts on Facebook where some kids are actually going into school. So some states are having that option where the classrooms are open. So comment down below if you have children and they're actually going to school, or if you have children who are doing the virtual learning and how that is working out for you. Let me know. I'm curious, because I would love to talk to you guys about your experiences and see if it relates to my experiences. Maybe we can come up with something together that will keep us both sane, because this is crazy. So I want to tell y'all about how I was in school. I was not like one of the popular kids. I didn't have all the friends and all the boyfriends and all that. I was like really, really shy. I was to myself. I had a sense of wanting to belong, but didn't know how to belong. And I was always known as my sister's little sister. Like, oh, you're Crystal's little sister. oh, don't you have an older sister? Like, I never had my own identity. And I think that's why I like YouTube now so much, is because this is like something that I can call mine, and it's me, and people will look at it and say, oh, that's CandyC, not, oh, I think that's so-and-so's sister. So growing up, it was always like I felt really little compared to a lot of other people because I was looked at in a little aspect. I will always hang around my sister and her friends, but then I was never really included. It was almost like I had to be there because she had to watch after me, so it's like I had to be there. And then just being in school, it was like I didn't have that it factor. Like, I always knew what it meant to be popular and how to be popular, but I felt like, I didn't look like everybody else. I didn't have a chest, I didn't have a butt, I didn't have that outgoing personality that all the popular guys, loved, and I wasn't, that typical teenage girl. Like, I was just quiet and to myself and observant. Like, I will always observe what was going on, and I will always analyze it. And I'll go home and be like, I wish I could be like this, or I wish I could be like that. And, the friends that I did have, they enjoyed me as a person, like who I was, because once we get to know each other and we hang out a little bit, then my personality comes out, and I'm able to be more of myself around those particular people. But it's like, if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I'm a little bit more shielded and guarded, because I feel like giving people too much will just set me up for getting my feelings hurt. And my sister was complete opposite. My sister was well known, she had the friends, she knew the guys, and it's like, what does she have that I don't have? You know what I'm saying? So growing up for me in school was a little different, and I don't know how to make sure that my children don't have the same school experience that I did, because it wasn't that enjoyable for me. Like, I didn't even want to go to prom. I didn't want to go to homecoming. Like, I tried to, be on the cheerleading team and be in the fashion shows and things like that, but I never made the cut. I tried to dress the way other females dress because I thought that dressing a certain way would give you the attention, but then will people really respect you? So it was a lot of indifferences that I had. And I don't know, sometimes I wonder if I had changed how I was, how I would be today. And I don't want my children to feel like they have to belong. But at the same time, I don't want them to feel isolated. Because there were a lot of times where I felt isolated. Like, my mom wouldn't let me go to certain places. Like, if I said, Mom, I'm gonna go out to the movies with, such and such, whatever, like, I couldn't just go hang out like everybody else could. So, it's like, I want to be able to give my children that freedom, but I don't want them to get wrapped up in the wrong crowd. And I want them to, I want them to be an individual.
You know what I used to do in school when I would have little boyfriends? I call them little boyfriends because they were never serious relationships. But my self-esteem and my lack of confidence really, really was visible. I would, quote unquote, date someone, and after about a month, I would break up with them because I didn't want them to break up with me because I couldn't stand rejection. I still hate rejection. What is it about rejection that we don't like? Does it have anything to do with our self-esteem? Does it have anything to do with our confidence level? Like, why are we so afraid to be rejected? Why does it hurt so much? It's because we have high expectations or what? So, anywho, so the little relationships you have in school, I would write a letter to the person and literally break up with them before they can get a chance to break up with me, because I always thought that they would find somebody else better. And I just knew, I'm like, uh-oh, it's been 30 days. It's probably about that time for them to cut me loose. And I'm like, nope, you ain't gonna cut me loose, not before I cut you loose. It's almost like, you know how you go to work and they're like, you're fired, and like, no, you can't fire me, I quit. It's like one of those things, like, no, you can't dump me, I dump you first. Speaking of work, what was your first job that you had? Comment down below on the very first job you had. My first job was 1998, and I worked at McDonald's. I was in 9th grade, and my sister worked there first. Of course, always following my sister. She worked there first, and she had a good relationship with the manager, so he allowed me to work there early without having the signed, what's that piece of paper, the work hall slip you have to get signed in order to work, something like that. So I worked at McDonald's. That was like one of the best jobs I had. And because I'm such a people pleaser, I didn't mind giving people free food. Like, the senior citizens will come in there and they always get the same thing. They're like, can I get a small coffee and a sausage biscuit? I'm like, okay, how about 2 sausage biscuits? Or there'll be extra food in the warmer that we're about to throw away anyway, so I give people extra food. My dad will come pick me up, I give him extra food, I would take extra food home. I just really loved it. That's when I knew that I enjoyed talking to people and just being able to make somebody smile. And then what happened after I worked at McDonald's? Yeah, I think I worked at McDonald's all the way up until I graduated high school. And then I worked at a veterinary hospital. Then I worked at SunTrust Bank. SunTrust Bank was the first bank that I worked at. And then I worked at another small community bank. And then I worked at another bank. I probably worked at about 5 banks and 2 credit unions. I worked at the courthouse in the assessment office. What else? A housing development on base. Dang, where did I work? Where my resume at? I really think that's it. And then I joined the military. Man, that's crazy. Well, what was your favorite job that you've ever had? What does CandyC like to do for fun? I like to take naps. I like to go out by myself. I'm a really big introvert. It doesn't take much to please me, actually. I like to chill and watch TV and just be able to internalize my thoughts on my own by myself. I like writing poetry because it gives me an outlet without having to include people. I can write it and it can just be, for my eyes only, unless I decide to share it. But then still, that's like my feelings, my thoughts, and something that I own, and I have the right to feel however I felt. And I can kind of like be somebody else. So I can like write a poem about something, maybe about like a person that I wish to be, but nobody would know if it's like a personal story or not, because in the form of a poem, and not all poetry is true. I like watching TV shows that have like sweet romantic endings, things that I can relate to, or movies in which I aspire to be, things like that. So look, I'm still gonna have Wind Down Wednesday. We're gonna come here on Wednesday night. We're gonna talk about whatever. It's gonna be a chill, relaxing moment because I had a long day today, and on Wednesdays, I like to just kind of like relax. I already went through Monday and Tuesday. I got 2 more days ahead. It's like the midweek relaxation moment. So, I want us to be able to chit chat, do whatever. Outside of the Wind Down Wednesday chit chat, I'm going to have my sipping chats, which are, a little bit more serious topics and just me talking about
you know, different subjects or different topics that people want to talk about. And I'm here to just, you know, give you something to think about, hopefully getting feedback from you guys and being able to leave heartprints in the lives of other people. And hopefully y'all stay tuned and you have that bell on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I hope you had a good time being able to wind down and relax with me. Leave a comment, tell me your thoughts, tell me what you're feeling, tell me how your day was. Let's talk about anything. I'm here to talk to you guys. I always check my comments. Make sure you check me out on IG. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.